Assalamu alaikum. 6 p.m. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Sumaira Kamal. The headlines first. Prime Minister says local bodies system will be finalized within 48 hours to devolve power at grassroots level. Foreign Minister will address UN General Assembly session on Saturday to set out PTI government's priorities and policy on key world and regional issues. Funeral prayers of soldiers who embraced martyrdom in an operation in North Waziristan were held in Rawalpindi today. In occupied Kashmir, 7 more special police officers working with the Indian Army have announced to quit job and sought apology from people. China has postponed military talks with the United States in protest against sanctions on its military agency. Israel has announced plans to demolish a West Bank village of Al Khan Al Ahmar before 1st of next month. In the Super 4 round of Asia Cup cricket in Dubai, match between Pakistan and India is in progress. And now the news in detail. Prime Minister Imran Khan has asked members of Punjab cabinet to propose out-of-the-box situation of the problems. Chairing a Punjab cabinet meeting in Lahore today, he said the ministers should work 7 days a week as there is no off day for them. The Prime Minister said a complaint cell should be set up at Chief Minister's office to address the grievances of people. He said district zakat committees should be made effective and transparency in distribution of zakat and funds from Baitul Mal be ensured. Imran Khan said local body system will be finalized within 48 hours. He said real change will take place when people are empowered by devolving powers at grassroots level. The Prime Minister directed all the ministers to review their departments and update people about current situation. He said the public should be informed of the loans acquired by the previous governments. Imran Khan said we have to expose the corruption committed in the past and all the mega projects will be audited. He said every fact of the past 10-year governance will be made public. He said a joint investigation team should be constituted to probe all the incidents of fire in government buildings to bring about facts. The Prime Minister said PTI government in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa focused on public welfare during the last 5 years, which resulted in re-election of PTI in the province. He said PTI has set a tradition of non-interference in government institutions by politicians. He said no political interference in education, health and policy yielded positive results. Imran Khan said we focused on human development and gave a new thinking to people. Prime Minister Imran Khan, on behalf of the whole nation, has felicitated the Saudi leadership on the kingdom's 88th National Day being celebrated today. In a message, the Prime Minister expressed his best wishes for custodian of the 2 holy mosques and King Salman bin Abdul Aziz Al Saud, the Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, and other royal family members. Referring to his recently concluded visit to Saudi Arabia, the Prime Minister noted that it helped open a new chapter of bilateral cooperation between the 2 countries, which would benefit the whole region. Foreign Minister Shah Mahmood Qureshi will lead Pakistani delegation at the UN General Assembly session beginning on Tuesday. Pakistan delegation will join leaders from around the globe to discuss issues of war and peace at a time when the world continues to be afflicted by conflicts, violence and poverty. Prime Minister Imran Khan is addressing government employees in Lahore. Let us take to him live.
Empower किया हमने पॉलिटिकल गवर्नमेंट ने पॉलिटिकल प्रेशर लिया हमारे एमपीज को पुरानी आदत पड़ी हुई थी कि अपना थानेदार रखवा दो जब अगर नापसंद है उसको चेंज करवा दो हमने पॉलिटिकल गवर्नमेंट ने प्रेशर लिया अपने लोगों का प्रेशर लिया और हमने जब प्रेशर लिया हमने उसमें इंटरफेरेंस खत्म की दुरानी साहब ने मेरिटोक्रेसी लेके आए कोई 5000 उन्होंने उन पुलिस वाले जो कि करप्शन में मुलव्वस थे उनको फारिग किया सजा और जजा हुई वो पुलिस फोर्स ऐसी थी कि मैंने कभी नहीं सोचा था कि पाकिस्तान के अंदर पब्लिक डेमोन्स्ट्रेशन कर रही है पुलिस फोर्स के लिए आखिर में पब्लिक खड़ी होगी पुलिस के साथ वो जब पब्लिक पुलिस के साथ खड़ी हो जाए आप ये समझें कि वो पुलिस ने वो चीज अचीव की है जो हर पुलिस फोर्स को अचीव करनी चाहिए कि जब वो पब्लिक की रिस्पेक्ट आ जाती है, पब्लिक पुलिस की रिस्पेक्ट करती है, वो होती है पुलिस फोर्स जो आइडियल होती है एक माशरे के लिए। और वो इसलिए हुआ कि एक डीपोलिटिसाइज्ड प्रोफेशनल पुलिस फोर्स खड़ी हो गई और उसने जो किया, उसकी परफॉर्मेंस थी, फ्रंट लाइन स्टेट थी टेररिज्म के खिलाफ। सबसे ज्यादा पुलिस वाले वहां मारे गए थे वो वॉर ऑन टेरर के अंदर, और वही पुलिस खड़ी होकर उसने एक्चुअली क्राइम भी नीचे ले आई, दहशतगर्दी भी नीचे ले आई और लोग उसके साथ खड़े हो गए। तो वही है हमारा मॉडल पाकिस्तान के लिए।
Ambassador Maliha Lodi, while talking to APP, has said that the foreign minister, who will also attend several high-level events and hold about 24 bilateral meetings. She said Foreign Minister Shah Mahmood Qureshi will address the General Assembly on Saturday next, in which he will set out the new government's priorities and its position and policy on key international and regional issues, including the situation in occupied Jammu and Kashmir. Funeral prayers of martyred soldiers who embraced Shahadat in an operation in North Waziristan yesterday were held in Rawalpindi today. According to ISPR, Chief of Army Staff General Qamar Javed Bajwa also attended the funeral prayers. Those who embraced martyrdom include Captain Junaid, who belonged to Tehsil Mari. Havildar Abdul Razak belonged to District Astor. He is survived by a wife and a son and 5 daughters. Havildar Amir belonged to District Gilgit. He is survived by wife, 2 sons and a daughter. Havildar Nasir belonged to Chilas, District Damir. He is survived by wife and mother. Havildar Asif belonged to District Khanewal. He is survived by wife, parents, 7 sisters and a brother. Sepoy Samiullah belonged to District Hunza in Gilgit-Baltistan. Sepoy Anwar Jan belonged to District Gizar in Gilgit-Baltistan. Later, the dead bodies of the martyred were sent to their respective native towns for burial with full military honor. Minister of State for Communications Murad Saeed has said PTI government will complete all projects of China-Pakistan Economic Corridor. Addressing a news conference in Islamabad this afternoon, he said reforms are being introduced in the communications sector besides eradicating corruption. The Minister of State said 6 projects are being sent for third-party audit, while 34 other completed projects will be scrutinized. He said e-billing will be introduced to curb the corruption culture. This is Radio Pakistan. In occupied Kashmir, Indian troops, in their fresh act of state terrorism, martyred 1 more youth in Taral area of Pulwama district today. The youth was killed by the Indian troops during a cordon and search operation in Aripal area of Taral town. The killing of the youth led to clashes between protesters and by the Indian forces in the town. Meanwhile, 7 more special police officers working with Indian Army have announced to quit job and sought apology from people in a letter that was read out by a preacher at a mosque in Rashipura area of Avantipura. China's defense ministry said in a statement it would recall Navy Chief Shen Jinglong from a visit to the United States and postpone planned talks in Beijing set for next week. The defense ministry spokesman Wu Quan said the U.S. had no right to interfere in Chinese military cooperation with Russia. Iranian President Hassan Rouhani says Iran is ready to confront the United States and its Gulf Arab allies. In Libya, at least 9 people have been killed in renewed armed clashes between Libyan military groups in the capital, Tripoli. Israel announces plans to demolish a West Bank Budin village of Al-Khan al-Ahmar before 1st of next month. An official statement said Tel Aviv that a circular had been issued to inform the residents. Earlier, the Israeli Supreme Court rejected the villagers' appeal against the forced demolition. In Maldives, the polling for presidential election is underway. Incumbent President Abdullah Yameen and his opponent Ibrahim Mohammed Saleh are the 2 contestants for the office. In the Super 4 round of match of the Asia Cup cricket tournament against India in Dubai, Pakistan were 92 for 3 in 25 overs a short while ago. Earlier, Pakistan won the toss and elected to bat. And finally, the weather. Mainly dry weather is expected in most parts of the country during the next 12 hours. However, rain, thundershower is expected at isolated places in Lahore, Gujranwala divisions, and Kashmir. To end the news, here are some of the headlines once again. Prime Minister says the local body system will be finalized within 48 hours to devolve power at grassroots level. China has postponed military talks with the United States in protest against sanctions on its military agency. And that is the end of the news. For more news and analyses, log on to our website, radio.gov.pk, and also watch live streaming of our bulletin on the link facebook.com/radio Pakistan News Official.